Now I know how Stephen Colbert feels every time he drinks or eats something on a show. I'm Richard, and today I'm trying to start a routine. I tried to do this back last week, but essentially I went onto Google Calendar and set up my daily schedule, my to-do list for each day, and section out my day into areas of work. And there'll be a picture of what that looks like. Now, dividing your day up into areas of work, it's kind of hard for someone who's creative, especially people who are creative. It's hard to tell someone who's creative, quoting, I don't know, probably Merlin Mann or someone from a podcast, that, to tell a creative person that this section of the day is devoted to doing this kind of work, it's hard. That's not the way, you can't tell someone to be creative right now for the next hour. It's hard to do that. And I do consider myself a creative person, but I also consider myself very business-minded, very bureaucratic, and very good at planning and, kind of visualizing and spacing out work, and then doing that work. So I guess I'm kind of lucky to have both sides of my brain kind of working in that aspect. But it's hard. It's hard to get into routines. It usually takes 2 weeks to develop a habit, and it's hard. It's hard to do that for 2 weeks. When I lost weight, that was after 2 weeks of kind of reducing my appetite and focusing on doing something else and working out every morning, and that was hard. I had a bit of a boost in the fact that I take Adderall. I used to be on that back in middle school, and recently started taking it again to help me find a job. I haven't found one yet, but I've been a lot more productive. And side effect of it is a decreased appetite. So right there, that helped me diet. But the other thing was being able to focus on, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to work out right now, and focus on doing that. Before I would, maybe start on the treadmill for 10 minutes and go, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I can't do this, and start thinking about it. The medicine helped me focus on not thinking about it, or focus on something else. So that was an easier process for me because of that. But it was 2 weeks, and I was watching my progress, and it felt great. And at the end of those 2 weeks, it became it's a habit. You'll do it instinctually. You won't complain about it. You won't think about it. You'll just do it. And so that's what my hopes are with this kind of routine. And I'd suggest that you do something similar to it, maybe a little less stringent, and section out the day a little less divided like that. I have, on there I have programming, and then I have drawing, and then I have job search. 3 sections that are big. But then I also have stuff like photography and doing these vidcasts and working out, studying, and all this, and that's a lot. If you just say, all right, well, starting now till noon or whatever, say it's 10 o'clock, and you say from now until about noon to 1, whenever I start thinking about it, maybe when the lunchtime comes up, I'll be doing this one thing, say programming. And anything that falls into that, anything that goes into that, anything, wherever my mind goes while working on that, I'll just follow. And I'll, produce something. And with a basic idea where that's going to stop. So I'm going to start doing that this week. Tomorrow I go bowling, but I'll try to work in a few of these elements. And then Wednesday and onward, you guys can, track my progress and see if I can make it through this first 2 weeks of doing it. And I suggest that, maybe you incorporate routine into your life. Routines aren't bad. Everyone talks about wake up, go to work, go to sleep, do it again. That's not really what I mean by routine. That's part of everyday life in this world that we live in these days. So it's necessary. Those are the key parts of everyday routine. But you can incorporate other things into your life that are everyday routine. Say you want to lose weight. Well, all right. At 5 o'clock, you leave work. You make sure that you set a deadline for when you're leaving work, and you go work out right after for an hour, and then you go home. And then when you get home, you could say, for this period of time, I'm going to work on this project that I really want to work on. Or just do 1 or 2 things, part of it. Just come up with ideas or brainstorm, or what's the difference there? But you can designate time to play, I have it on there, that's necessary. After all this work, I'm going to play a game for 2 hours, or I'm going to socialize for 2 hours, or both for 2 hours. So, yeah, I'll be tracking that progress, hopefully, on here. See where I'm getting, and see if I, finish a project, get something to look on a resume, and that'd be great.
Something to play!
Something to play today. Well, I don't know if I would recommend playing it, but it's definitely interesting. It's probably got as much, content as you can get out of it at this point. But Minecraft, I just started playing this, last couple days. And, it falls under that weird gameplay that's not about really playing a game. It's about organizing your stuff. And I really like doing that. It's very therapeutic for me. I like categorizing things and making lists. And, for instance, my DVD collection, I really like maintaining it and organizing things into genres that, that I consider very, very much a loose term, genres. But, like I'll have sections where it'll be starting out with zombie survival into apocalyptic, into real survival, such as 127 Hours or movie Jerry, which I really like, and then moving then into westerns, because they're kind of based on a civilization that had to do with real living off the land kind of stuff. So I like doing that kind of stuff, and with Minecraft, it's a very basic version of that, where you're just taking your blocks and putting them in a box and organizing them in a way that you can access them and then craft with them, and it's very therapeutic. And I don't know if that's that's a good thing if you want to spend time doing that. Certainly, you have your time devoted to your gameplay, to play. It's not work, and if you're doing it during then, that might be good.
Something to listen to.
Something to listen to today. He's been moving up my charts. Really like him. He plays music that's so close to what kind of music I want to make myself. And so Patrick Watson, he's got 2 albums out right now. Let me recommend you 2 songs out of his first album. First song I heard by him, called The Storm. It's very similar to one of my favorite songs by Doves, called Sea Song, off of their first album. And that really, when I say the word epic, that's kind of what I'm talking about. This kind of canvas filled with chord progressions and you have this almost a story arc, with a beginning, climax, and resolution, and the way you pace that kind of stuff is the kind of music I like. And Patrick Watson uses a lot of chord progressions that I like. They're very haunting. A lot of minor to major progressions, and just really good stuff. The other song off his first album that there are 2 chords that he uses that I've been trying to play with myself, and they've been really fun. But the song's called Luscious Life. That's really good. It kind of departs from the rest of the album, but in that it's a little bit more poppy, if I can use such a term. But that's a really good song. There'll be links to that down there.
Something about me.
And then something about me. If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing a different shirt again. I'm a big fan of Shirt.Woot.com. And I have over 50 shirts, almost getting onto 60 shirts now. I'm going to attempt to, wear a different shirt every time. If I don't buy any more shirts, then I'll only have 60 videos. But, this shirt that I'm wearing, I chose to wear for this video today. It's my favorite shirt. I don't wear it that often anymore because it's 2XL. I don't wear that anymore since I lost weight. And it's got bleach on it from when I wore it to work one day. But it's my favorite shirt. If you get it, then that's awesome. If you don't, go back to elementary school. You'll know what I'm talking about when you look it up. Anyways, all right. Well, that's today. I'm gonna try to keep on with this routine and check in with you guys on my progress and see if I can keep this 2-week thing going. So, anyways, that's my 4th video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Put these blocks with these blocks in this box. These blocks with these blocks with these blocks in this box, and blah 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 blah.